With us now is Joe Barresi, and Joe Barresi owns a pretty bright company, and it is called United Solar Supply. And I'm looking at your shirt because every time I see you, I just like laugh and smile and I forget the name. So it's United Solar Supply. Now tell us what's a little bit different about your company and why your business plan is done from the perspective of brightness.
Sure. So, well, first of all, thank you for having me, Donna.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks. Well, I'm a firm believer in self-improvement, and self-improvement is, to me, more than just building and tweaking your mind and your body. You also have to tweak your local environment and your finances. So we attack all our issues with that in mind. So solar thermal technology, which is a renewable technology, is something that's unique in that it will enable you to get a fast payback with very little investment, and it also gives you a sense of self-reliance, and you can invest in yourself.
I like that. That's pretty significant. Now, back in the day, was it early 70s, late 60s when people started putting like the big panels on? Now, what's the difference between the technology then and the technology now?
Okay, so yeah, the technology then, they had these large panels and they created hot water, and that's again what we do. But our panels are a little different. They rely on a technology called evacuated tube technology, which has a passive tracking built into the panel itself. So the tubes themselves are cylindrical, so as the sun passes overhead coming from the east going to the west, it's always at a perpendicular 90-degree angle.
So it's getting like the direct light.
It's getting direct sunlight as opposed to a flat panel where some of the light may bounce off or the incidence is it's not very strong. But our tubes collect the sunlight maximally at every point during the day.
Oh, I like that. That's like almost like the rays of the sun going across, right? Going across
right.
The atmosphere. Now, how did you decide to become solar efficient? Like you personally, what was your journey? What was the moment of epiphany where you said, you know what? Wow, this is going to help people.
Well, it's a little funny and a little embarrassing. Being a little bit of a cheapskate, I guess.
That's okay.
I'm a coupon cutter.
Okay.
Right. So I said to myself, well, what's great? Going to a store, a retail store, clipping coupons and saving that way. And to me, that's a great way of helping my own personal finances. What else can I do? So I thought, you know, I'm paying utility bills monthly. Is there a way I can clip a coupon or something for my utility bills? So I thought and thought and thought, and yeah, renewable technologies, you know, solar thermal. And I looked at the different solar options. There's solar PV and solar thermal. Solar thermal has a smaller investment and a faster payback, and me being a coupon clipper, I looked at this technology and I researched it, and I really found the best designs and worked with some of the top people, and we came up with our equipment. And with that said, I'm actually not paying someone else monthly, I'm paying myself monthly. So my checks are staying in my pocket, staying in my bank account, instead of my check goes in the bank account and then out to somebody else. I'm keeping that.
Excellent. So you're helping the environment, you're helping your bank account,
right?
Right. You're helping just other people in general, because now that you have this company, you're able to help other families.
Right. So we have, so the environment is a big deal. So it's on everybody's mind right now, I guess.
Right.
You know, it should have been on everybody's mind forever, but you know, we'll take it as we get it. So the buzzwords out there right now: carbon footprints, renewable technologies, sustainability. So what is this? What is solar thermal? It takes the sunlight, converts it to heat, and then you use that heat, you store it, and then you use it later for your showers, for your dishwasher, and you can also heat your home with it. So the technology is really simple.
Now, how efficient is a system like this?
Efficiency is, of all the sunlight that hits the panel, you're getting close to 80% usable energy from that. So what happens is, real briefly, it's more technical than this, but essentially everybody's left a garden hose out in the sun. Everybody's done that, and you know, you come back to that garden hose after a little bit of time and you've got hot water. This is just taken to the next level, you know, bammed it up a little bit, right? So with the advancements in technology, these tubes, they'll take the sunlight, convert it to heat, transport that to a storage tank, which now becomes your bank. And then that bank is used to, like I said, mentioned earlier, for all your domestic hot water needs.
Sounds pretty cool.
Things, yeah.
Now, do you also collect rainwater at your house? Do you do any other things that are like green, or like, tell us about like your daily habitat for a second. I'm just curious.
Yeah. So yeah, all in line with that same mindset. You know, lower carbon footprint and everything. Yeah, there's I do have some rainwater catches, and
you do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I actually we have compost. We do our own composting. Grow our own vegetables, not to the scale, you know, we just do a small part there. But
you're doing more than most, and that's why I wanted to have you on the show as well, especially for our Going Green segment, is that, you know, when you set an example for others to follow, you know, at least you're leading, you know, and so somebody's got to start. So even if you don't feel like you are, you know, at your optimal of doing everything you possibly could to be as green as possible, right? And you're still doing more than most. And so I thank you for that, because the education and the technology and your wisdom that you're sharing, it's actually helping people. I had an organic vegetable garden. I haven't done the rainwater thing yet. Every once in a while I'll check out a magazine about sustainable living. So I'm into it. I'll read about it, but I just need to put it into action. So thank you so much. Starts with solar tubes, probably from United Solar Supply. So thanks, Joe. Is there anything else that you want to share with us?
Yeah, I was just, I'll close with one other key point, I think, is investment and investing in yourself. One of the things I often ask people is, can you show me an investment that can yield you 10%? You know, is the banking industry giving you more than 1% these days? So if you give me an investment where you can give a more or less guaranteed 10%, 20%, maybe up to 30%, I'd give you cash out of my pocket right now. Chances are you can't. Nobody can. Unless they come to me and say, hey, I've got solar thermal technology. I can provide equipment for that. That's an investment vehicle. Looked at another way, it's an investment vehicle that gives you 10, 20, up to 30% return on your money, which is incredible.
I like your perspective.
So.
Yeah, I like the way that you think. It was such a joy to have you here.
Thank you.
So thank you. And please, you know, if you have technology you want to share on our website, that would be really helpful as well. I'll put up a PDF or whatever, because we all need to learn. It seems to me like you're the guy that's got the answers. So for these wonderful tips and more about going green or anything else that you'd like to learn about your life, you can check out liveituptvshow.com. Donna Drake with Joe Barresi. Thank you so much. I want to take pictures at your house. I want to see like the rainwater collection, and good for you. That's phenomenal. I always thought about that. I always thought about, like, you know, pioneer days, you know. Every once in a while when my electric bill gets too high, I'm like, I'm just going to use candles. I don't care anymore. I just don't care.